Icey searches around the house for a trace of someone, a mark of some presence. It seems as if everyone has been wiped out. The culprit? Most likely Judas. Icey decides to head deeper into town, not hesitating to follow the arrow. Icey ignores yet another arrow and selfishly continues on. What Icey doesn't realize is that unless she defeats Thor in the village, Ultimopolis Gates will refuse her entry. The gates to Ultimopolis are closed, just as promised. Icey has completely, totally, and unnecessarily wasted her time. Her only option is to follow the arrow. Here, in this place. Icey ignores the warehouse in the distance and continues to follow the arrow. Icey enters the warehouse that is completely devoid of any living creature, just like the attic. Are you kidding me? Ugh. Again? Can't you just follow the arrow? At least once? Well, this level was never finished. Do you realize how much inconvenience I've suffered trying to make a successful game? A few flaws, a few bugs here and there. It's normal. Like this place. I never finished applying the colors. Don't look at me like that. I know what you're thinking. In reality, it's really difficult to make a game, and it's very easy for problems like this to appear. Just wait a minute. I know you don't trust me. I'll just have to show you. Welcome to the archive room. All of my prototypes are stored here. When making a good game, fun gameplay is of utmost importance. I've been iterating on prototypes for over 10 years. Can you believe it? That's an entire decade. Here, let me show you my first prototype. This is a very early version of the game. You could change to a long-range weapon so that you could use both melee and ranged attacks. But then I thought, who in their right mind would care for such an amazing weapon? No player would want it. Not a single one. So, in the end, I completely abandoned this prototype. That brings us to the second version. In the second version, there was a sort of mix between the demonic enemies and the player. You could absorb the enemy's powers and use them for your own. But then I ran into a big problem: cost. Don't you think it would be a waste to spend so much time on making such a complicated game, only to run out of cash halfway through development? After all, games do need to make money. So I cut this version as well. Unknowingly, 10 years flew by in the blink of an eye. With all the effort I spent, I think a few scattered bugs or missing features are entirely acceptable. I just want you to understand me and empathize with me. I sacrificed so much trying to make this a fun experience for you. I spent 10 years of my youth on this. Even if you're not entirely enjoying the experience, don't you think you could give the game a 5-star rating? Like this. Besides, who's gonna dig this deep into a game? The visuals are stunning, buy it. The producer is famous, buy it. There are so many reviews, buy it. I thought that's all people considered when buying a new game. Like a machine spewing out cash. Do you really beat all the games you buy? Games are about entertainment. Don't place too much value on a few mishaps here and there. People will still buy the game, even if the servers are bad. People will still buy the game if there are bugs. So, man, why not buy another? Icey arrives at an unnamed town. There is not a soul. Icey searches around the house for a trace of someone, a mark of some presence. It seems as if everyone has been wiped out. The culprit? Most likely Judas. Icey decides to head deeper into town, not hesitating to follow the arrow. Icey ignores yet another arrow and selfishly continues on her own path. What Icey doesn't realize is that unless she defeats Thor in the village, Ultimopolis gates will refuse her entry. The gates to Ultimopolis are closed. What? How is this possible? How did you get here? How could you? It's fine, it's fine. Forget it. It's not a big deal. Just keep following the arrow. Icey finds another strange box. Icey discovers that she can now easily pass through steel bars. Icey resumes her journey, following the arrow to the left. Icey ignores the arrow. She doesn't notice the disturbing feeling hanging in the air. She should turn back. Her target is not here. Oh, Icey, you never learn, do you? You never listen to my advice. I've already said dozens of times that you must follow the arrow. I'm not your enemy. Do you think I'm trying to hurt you? Do you think that this path will lead you to the truth? Every person has their own inner demons. Do you think a quest for the truth will help you banish yours? I understand your dedication to the chase. The truth is just a lie, however. Every being's self is determined by the heavens. Why must you insist on tracking down? Do you really want to unveil this truth? You've actually already seen it, though perhaps in the form of a corpse. Or was it the corpse of yourself? You've seen a glimpse of the truth, but you haven't seen it in its entirety, because you only see what you want to see. You purposefully directly ignore my directions. You simply want to resist me, but in reality, it's meaningless, no? That, perhaps, is the truth which you should see. This is the truth you seek. Icey is extremely happy. Icey does not know why she is here, nor how she arrived at this place. However, she feels free. No one is forcing her to make a choice, but she feels alone, lost. One day, Icey left this place and soared across the world, until she met them, her new friends. Icey was finally no longer lonely. She was free to choose her own path. Icey could feel a deep connection between the three of them. Ah, this is true friendship. This is what Icey was searching for. Icey was truly happy. Maybe... As Icey defeats Thor, the gates to Ultimopolis slide open. Icey follows the arrow, getting closer to the main gates of Ultimopolis. What Icey must remember is that she must always follow the arrow, otherwise she will be lost. The gates to Ultimopolis are open. Icey enters Ultimopolis, only to be greeted by an empty shell of a city that once floored. Icey arrives at a metro station and decides to take a look inside. Oh? A dead end? That's not right. There shouldn't be a dead end here. There should be a... Icey continues to look deeper into the tunnels. Icey follows the arrow. She knows that she will find Judas soon. Icey attempts to explore the area, but she tries to explore again. There's really nothing. I've already told you. There's nothing here. Fine, you win. Look, there's nothing here. Just a small pathway and some deadly puddles of water. You should really listen to me. There's still time. Just head back and follow the arrow. What? I said deadly puddles of water. Can you not understand me? Why did you jump in? This is a deadly pool of water. There's no telling what sort of bacteria is in there that could eat through your circuits. Do you really want to jump in? There are so many places left for you to explore. I'm trying to save you time. I'm trying to help you. I just want you to follow the right path. Could it be that you don't actually like action games? Or do you just think this game is too simple? Or too hard? Or that it just doesn't tickle your fancy? I get it. Wait a minute. Maybe I should let you try some other games. What about this one? It's called Koi. You're a fish, able to freely swim wherever you please. You must be tired of killing. That's why you've stopped paying attention to me. You must be tired of killing. That's why you've stopped paying attention to me. It's not a problem. This game is perfect for you. Look at the art. Listen to the music. Embrace your emotions. There's no violence in this game, however, which means it could be perfect for you. What? You don't think something this artsy is a good fit for you? Fine. You're so picky. Let's try another one. Ah, here's one. Perfect. This will definitely suit your tastes. I know you don't like my game. You just like jumping and running. Something with easy controls. I think you'll love this game. I found it on an island full of coconuts, and only coconuts. It's really pretty simple. All you need to do is move, and sometimes you'll need to jump. When you see a light, jump again. What do you think? It's simple enough for your tastes. Clearly, each level should be easy. Tisk tisk. Try again. You died again? Already? That's a little pathetic, don't you think? Oh, terrible. Just terrible. You've ignored the road to paradise, and instead rushed down the road right to hell. I'm gonna go get some dinner. We'll see if you're still stuck when I come back. Still dead? Don't you think it's worth listening to solid advice? Sometimes? Why must you insist on blazing your own trail? Do you not fear what awaits you in death? I'm guessing that next time you'll be a little more willing to listen to what I have to say. Just follow the path that I've laid out for you.